Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Road 3 replay with an FFA. Spawn on the top right side as the Orange Empire, we have Kaef. Spawn on the right side as the Blue Allies, we have Malvine. Spawn as the bottom side as the Green Allies, we have KubalLibra. Spawn on the left side as the Cyan Allies, we have HelloBaby. Spawn on the center side as the Yellow Soviets, we have Ink. And spawn as the red other center side, as the Red Empire, we have Besiktaspantro. Oh, I butchered that name. Got two dojo cores here. I'm pretty sure this is FFA based on the title description. Blue and green are being hostile to each other. That's pretty standard. Yellow and red, that's pretty standard. But will blue be hostile to yellow? Will cyan be hostile to green? And will orange be hostile to red? Those are usually the 2v2v2 matchups. Red's being very defensive with a large number of infantry. Does go for a mass bonsai charger. You can't get roars off to some of these forces if they're bonsai charging forward, and it looks like all the conscripts will be overran by a bunch of guys with swords. Let's get one conscript there before it wears off. Empire MCV now advancing forward over here. Do have, looks like, just clearing out garrisons. Blue is unable to get his engineer into this oil there, and would be worth it to clear out the garrison just to kill off the engineer. Engineer does receive a shotgun blast there, and we've got two more peacekeepers there. Gains some good damage there onto the peacekeeper. He does not clear out the garrison. Red's now advancing forward, chopping up some of these bears, and there's still a large number of Imperial warriors here. The Empire MCV is right here. He may want to go for a quick defender core, potentially. Soviet player needs to get out a sickle, or three. He's currently deploying out nothing from the war factory. Gotta check out these peacekeepers as they come out. Unable to just hold our shields in time. And yep, there's just too many peacekeepers here. I think each one of these garrisons can hold three, so potentially up to 9 peacekeepers inside of these. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, blue just needs to just back off a bit and just stay back, get some defensive multi-counter turrets. Sickle now pull out on the field. Needs to do a fleet jump that can do some good damage there. Ore collector gains some good crushes. So that's one ore collector up and going. More sickles being pulled on the field. And I was eyeing for a backline barracks. And we've got some tank busters here. Needs to get another fleet jumper there on top of the tank busters. Let's get some gun damage there. Needs to focus on the tank busters there. Not the heroic Imperial warriors. Fleet jump does connect, getting some good damage on multiple units. Takes out the tank busters there. Guns down more than Imperial warriors, but does get gunned down himself. Prospector trying to back on off. Prospector does go down. And those infantry forces will get cleaned on up. Orange is heavily expanding up north. Has a instant dojo up here. Trying to clamp this oil derrick here. And blue, I'm not sure what blue's NCV is. Blue may be out of the game once this structure goes down. Don't see the defeat of it yet, so blue's alive somewhere. Oh, there's his MCV. Got a engineer here trying to cap that MCV. If he just sort of tails him, he perhaps could make him do something stupid. Blue's MCV is now charging on forward. Got another engineer inside this garrison. Yellow's Soviet's MCV is now trying to run away somewhere. He may need to... I don't know where he should run. It's an FFA. There's no safe spot on the map now, is there, at the moment? Blue's MCV may want to eye for this naval expansion, get some defensive multi-gunner turrets. If you can afford something like that. I don't even know if he has enough credits. Orange is playing a lot of the northern side of the map. Does get some good damage on the Riptide. Playing better Ring on the Rosie. Does get some good damage there. He may gun down, will gun down the engineer. We do got at least 3 oil derricks for orange. There's a significant amount. Red's claimed the center of the map. There's some good expansions you can claim here. Side has claimed the first oil derrick. You do have some defensive units inside these garrisons. Orange can let this garrison go down. You may want to destroy the bridge. Orange may want to be a bit defensive and start consolidating his holdings. He has a lot of opportunity for expansions up north. Where's Orange's MCV? Oh, there it is. Green does follow engineering right there. Blue still has a command hub here. There's Blue's MCV. Receiving some missile fire there. Can that reach over there? I'm not sure what Blue's going to try to do. Ooh, did a Soviet MCV just went down there? Yellow's been defeated. So one player defeated. Blue's basically defeated. Green now has a Mortigun. Yet Blue has no way. He has to run very far away to find any sort of expansion point, because not only there's a Mortigun turret here to hit an expansion, there's also now an engineer there camped his MCV. And the MCV cannot crush an engineer because he's out at sea. Mortigun turret and Mortigun IP will be focused down by these Mega Tengus. Cryo Blast being employed over there, very pathetically. We've got some more Mortigun IFEs now being put on field, as well as some more Javelin troops. Trying to laser lock down this MCV. We'll see some fire there. Blue still has a Peacekeeper here denying the expansion. Science Holdings is not ultra great. He does have a naval expansion here. And now we've got these Mortigun turrets getting some good damage on in. Takes out one of those Mecha Tengus. Power plants started going down as well. Power plant will go down, put it inside the low power now. Sells off the war factory there, puts him back up to power. And the prospector does go down as well. He does have this one collecting. Jet Tengu's flying back up north. We'll spot this expansion point here as well. We'll see some Javelin fire. And we'll transform and hit this expansion point. Does it have a Mortigun turret on the build queue? That may be a power plant. Not sure what's on the primary build queue. And there goes that prospector. Riptide now seeing a bit of damage there and does go down. Red has a massive attack here on the Green's expansion. And Blue has Mass Dog. I don't know why, but he has Mass Dog being deployed on out. Mortigun turrets to go down. Peacekeepers are likely going to be next, trying to go for the command hubs. There's another command hub over there, another Mortigun turret. And this Mortigun turret now seeing some damage as well. Mortigun turret does go down. Focus on the command hub. Over here, we do have Yard mini sub going on down. And now we do have Athena cannon now firing away. Power shot not being put on field. Got a good number of Peacekeepers hitting these Mecha Tengus. Trying to focus on the Mortigun turret there. And he will get some good honorable discharges, that's for sure. Does take out that turret there. Peacekeepers are remaining. Does go down that wounded one. And he will probably take out 2 more of the honorable discharge. Science Engineer does go down right there. Sign currently has 3 expansions. Orange has a large number of expansions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 collecting at the moment. There's some more naval expansions you could eye. He also has 3 oil derricks. Red in this has 4, 5, just 5 at the moment, and 2 oil derricks. Green has 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he has 5 refineries and 1 oil derrick. Blue has a bunch of infantry, sold off his MCV, and his engineer's way over here. And his infantry force may want to head towards green space here. There's a good number of walls here. I am not sure what Blue's going to do. He's just probably going to just try to be annoying. He has only a single power plant left in the field. So this force could be neutralized by a single power plant snipe. Wait, can he get more dogs? Science MCV may go down right there. Got some javelin troops inside these garrisons. It does go Science MCV right there. Right now, Orange is in the best position and a good spot on the map. Red has a good position, but in the middle of the map, which is not exactly that great, even though it's on its own little island. Takes out the Mirage tank there, but there's a good number of Peacekeepers still pulled up by Green, able to get some good damage on these forces. And there's now a fully automatic shotgun, completely hard push, countering that push, and Cryo Shot will get a couple more javelin troops to boot. Yeah, Blue's dead in the water. His engineer, I think, got picked off over here by multiple armies, honestly. Takes out one of the Peacekeepers, now just down to 5 javelin troops. Athenian cannons and Mirage tanks starting to advance on forward. Takes off one of the javelin troops there. Mirage tank getting some great damage there. Fully automatic shotgun, and I suppose Blue could just stay right there and hopefully doesn't see how long it takes for him not to be noticed. Nautil cruiser engaging the Yari mini subs. You use the S torpedoes right there. What's it called? The S torpedo, type S. Orange has its own Yari mini sub there. Good final voyage. I'm not so sure what he's planning to do. There's final voyage there. He's going to splash his own cruiser, but does not. Tells off that naval yard. Red space hitting Green's expansion once again. Or, no, the last time it was Orange, wasn't it? Or was it Red? I can't remember who. Cyan. I know he lost his MCV, so has the naval expansion. And he only has a boot camp. He no longer has any sort of other build structures other than a single boot camp. And he's actually not getting enough credits now, is he? He can deploy a command hub to get in heightened clearance and max clearance for other assets such as spies. He could actually eye for heavy focus on spies, in which you could use that to perhaps steal some funding. Just have fun with spies if you're in such a bad position. Riptide does go down. Cyan's had an engineer there who's went down. You got Naginata cruiser base forward. Cyan does keep his motor gun turret up there, which is irreplaceable. Red has a massive swell of mega tankers flying about. We'll spot a couple Athena cannons there. We'll take out a couple Athena cannons right there. Power shot being put on the field, but will be dodged and will be entered back in. Does freeze 2 of those units there, but nothing's nearby to threaten them, though this aircraft carrier could pick them off. Now the command hub's going to be focused on down. One of them does get unfrozen there. The other one should be unfrozen relatively soon. And here comes the aircraft carrier with an EMP missile connecting, hitting a large number of those forces. These jet tankers could stay in this region in order to shoot down any oncoming sortie aircraft to save them. I'm not sure what Cyan's planning to do at the moment. He has plenty of credits to work with. While stockpiling a lot of credits. Unless he has some sort of production, another production structure I don't see on the map. Hyperforce does get some damage there. Now do have a Yuriko Omega deployed on the field. Yuriko. Bonsai charge, trying to slice up these units. Could get inside these garrisons and start cleaning them out. Does clear out that one. Yuriko Omega finds herself a assault destroyer. Does pick up the aircraft carrier now. And the sortie aircraft that's a different one. Just wondering how they're landing like that. Still wondering how they landed. And there goes both of those naval units. I've got the aircraft carrier slowly sinking into the sea. Not into the sea, but into the sea. Shogun battleship deployed on the field, as well as some Naginata cruisers. Getting some good broadsides there onto those javelin troops, but one of them has sustained quite a bit of damage there. Got a good number of sea wings here for anti-aircraft escort. Wave force artillery firing away. I think they just annihilated a dolphin there. Prow shopping point field. EMP missile does connect. It may get them frozen at the outer edge. Does get them frozen there. And does not shoot down those aircraft in time. And does get both the wave force artillery cleaned on up. Wave force artillery, another one pushing way forward. Got two more wave force artillery. Another EMP missile connects. Gets that one killed off as well. And it looks like Sign, I think he resigned. Just leaving out a three-way fight. Orange is in a dominating position on the map. Green and red have been finding each other, so orange will pour more and more in the lead. It's probably best for him not to go for the Silent Decimator, then both of the players will probably start focusing him down to deny that super weapon. Does avoid the EMP missile there in time. Does shoot down some of the sorties as well. Orange has a decent fleet. Could be pushing on forward. From multiple angles. Broadsides are raining on in. And it looks like Green's construction here will go down. Green's starting to get gutted. Some red space is starting to get broadside as well. Now some of the sea wings turn to sky wings. And Assault Shore is now receiving some hits. And now the EMP missiles being fired off. Multiple EMP missiles hit this force here, and Orange's force OP is basically decimated. There's a good number of aircraft carriers out in the field. Green has a good defensive position there, but there's a lot of Striker VXs here. More Shogun battleships shots raining on in, but apparently the Assault Destroyer's guns or Black Hole armor wasn't absorbing it. That's got another Shogun battleship there. Those EMP missiles doing great work. And that Shogun battleship does go down. Does take out those dolphins there, and does ram maneuver through the dolphins somehow. And those dolphins do get gunned down. Oop, and looks like Green's Apollo's got some great hits there on most of those orange forces. So Orange has lost a lot of units. Orange may want to cool off a bit to regroup his forces. He still has a good number of battleships here, which red is being pounded by them. Green still has a significant number of aircraft carriers. Right now, Orange can get a lot more jet tankus in order to escort this force in order to shoot down all the incoming sortie aircraft. He may get hit by EMP missiles, but he can at least prevent any sort of damage. You now have the jet tankus right there. Emperor Warriors clearing out these structures. Very nice. And now I've got Core for King Oni here as well. They could bull rush some of these units, such as this Mirage tank. Multiple Mirage tanks could get bull rushed. And that one does get bull rushed. He's focused on the other one and does get a collateral kill there. EMP missiles, multiple EMP missiles hit this King Oni. Trying to hit some of these other power plants now. Sea Wings, or nope, those are Mega Tango's engaging those sortie aircraft. Mass Transform trying to hit down this MCV now. EP missile does connect, but the honorable discharge should be still effective. Maybe able to take out the MCV. He's a cool off for shooting these units, but does destroy his own MCV there with the honorable discharge. Green still has a naval base, so he can't redeploy the MCV. I think that's what this one is. He's also low in power at the moment. And both these refining nodes, this one has been partially touched, this one has been untouched. Red's outlying structure is still getting pummeled. He has 2 refineries up and going. That one has 750 credits left. This one has 1,250, so Red's running low in credits. He still has this refinery up and going, which still has 20,250 credits. This one's being rebuilt now, but that can easily go down by the Shogun battleships. If he knows about it as well, he needs to scout it out. Shogun battleships not being overrun by these chopper VXs. Let's have some Yari mini subs here. Wait, no, there's Red. Red has a massive number of Yari mini subs there. There's somehow a naval yard here by Red. Orange jet tango is getting whelmed. Red still has a massive air force as well. Green's now starting attacking Red's base. You have Yari mini sub here, I think, or not Yari mini sub, Sea-Wing. He could keep on hold fire stance to get and spot these aircraft carriers. There's a good number of them. Looks like Ren's or Mecha Bay does go down. He still has a Wave Force artillery there. And a Eureka Mega mainframe core as well. Orange has gone for a Psionic Decimator. Green should really cool it on Red and start focusing on Orange. Psionic Decimator has been pulled out right there. Point defense drone? Nope, not yet. This just screams point defense drone. Starting to force fire right there, trying to perhaps get his own point defense drone up and going. And there's his point defense drone. There's point defense drones up here. Do we see point defense drone down here? No, we do not. He's not Empire. Red still has a massive number of Yari mini-subs right here. He could potentially clean up the sea of that many Yari mini-subs. That's Sea-Wings, not Yari mini-subs or Naginata cruisers. We got Emperor's Rage right there, taking out some of Red's refineries. Program battleships are going to go down, trying to shoot down some of these aircraft. EP missile does connect on 3 of the 4 Shogun battleships. Now got these striker tanks push way forward, trying to hit this command hub. And we got these jet tankers space forward. One of the aircraft carriers do receive a broadside. Some of these aircraft carriers starting to go on down. It's good damage down some of the infrastructure. Got some javelin troops in the region, shooting down some of these Apollos. Green space is completely getting gutted by Orange. Red does spot a lot of that stuff there. Maybe a good idea from time to counterattack on the Orange, because he's still posed massive threat. We do now have a good number of Sea-Wings here to destroy these Sortie aircraft. Shogun battleships advancing forward, but a good number of them still getting hit. 1 aircraft carrier remains, a heroic one, and now here comes Striker VXs. There's only 1 minute left on the cooldown there. We got these jet tankers flying about, maybe overwhelmed, and this Psionic Decimator there. He's going to use the Striker VXs there. The Psionic Decimator will go down. Green's receiving quite a bit of abuse. We do have quite a bit of javelin troops inside this garrison, and it looks like there's some javelin troops inside this garrison as well. Looks like you got more of the chopper fixes going on down. We got the jet tankers going down as well. A silent estimator over here will get killed off. I haven't really played much of Red Alert 1. Mostly, I've played quite a bit of Kane's Wrath. 0 Hour is pretty good. Honestly, Kane's Wrath, 0 Hour are both really good in my opinion. Or probably rank better. Most people actually prefer Red Alert 2, which is also pretty good. We do how... Oop, and there goes Eureka Omega. Got the Sky Wings moving around, trying to get some damage here. Take out the Sky Wings. Refiner Core trying to re-expand this location. Green's been pretty much gutted. This base is depleted. This base is depleted. This base, actually, his primary base still has some credits here. He needs to re-expand to his original base and start getting those going. Then comes minimum. Red and orange are now really engaged each other. Shogun battleships seeing a bit of fire there. Now I got the Shogun battleship going on down. We got a good number of sea wings here trying to get some anti-aircraft support, but their wind-up time is pretty long trying to re-submerge. Do not have that tank buster go on down, and green is completely out of the game. Looks like green just straight up surrendered. Now it's a 1v1 between red and orange. Red has sustained quite a bit beating, but he has more forces on the field. Orange, however, has more income, more infrastructure at the moment. I hope some of these ore collectors are a little bit idle there. A lot of these refineries are actually starting to run out of credits as well. These are actually depleted up here as well. We see a mass transform to engage something. Take a look at each player's credits. Orange still has 26,000 credits. Oh!
No enemy is too big. I serve the
Look at this. He only has infantry available.
I serve the Emperor.
He lost all other infrastructure. He can only deploy out infantry at the moment.
I serve the Emperor. No enemy.
With this much credits in the banks, he may want to support the infantry with ore collectors at this point in time. He's down to minimal forces. His opponent has no credits, but has access to other structures. So this dynamic's gotten a little bit strange. He still has some various Shogun battleships, other heavy tier units. There goes that Jet Tengu. One less unit he can replace. Let's see, where is his mass infantry? It's being deployed over there. He can still make a bridge. Ugh. Going across a bridge, that much infantry? That is prone to be destroyed. If he does deploy out engineer and start to make a bridge crossing, he needs to get a couple more engineers next to this gatehouse to repair up the bridge while his forces start traversing. We got two Shogun battleships here, one elite, one heroic. Red space down to the minimum. Make that a little bit less than the minimum. And hitting some of his war collectors. Red has no more income at the moment. But he still has a massive force up on field. Getting some good kills on these power instant generators. Busters, just trying to find out. He still has a mainframe core, which he could actually get rocket angels with that, can't he? Maybe that's actually a good idea if you can't deploy out anything else. Rocket angels could be useful to help engage these Mecha Tengus. He's low in power now. He may want to solve some extra.
Rocket angels suited up.
Speaking of which, he now has rocket angels now being deployed on out. Very nice. Red has minimal money at the moment. He still probably should build out some ore to support out his infantry force. Let's see, where's all his instant dojos? We got one there. Got one here. There was a lot of naval expansions. And one of the Rock Angels do get shot down there. Now this set of bases will be gutted, but he still has, what, 26,000 credits. He just can't be losing. Losing this barracks actually is a big loss. He needs that income. He could actually use ore collectors as an amphibious force to engage this. He has a good number of tank Rock Angels here. He does also have some Sea Wings for support. And Sky Wing. Sky Wing's probably just useful for spawning the high ground. Sky Wing coming in forward to scout. Rock Angels push way forward. We'll try to snipe down the Mecha Bay. He will get the Mecha Bay, but does do a lot of damage there. And that's why people don't really get Rock Angels all too much. They just disintegrated right there. And there's another critical structure. Has he been starting to mass produce ore collectors yet? No, he has not. See how many dojo cores. He has one, which is way over here. He has a good number of Rock Angels.
Rocket Angels suited up.
Does he have the improved missile pods? He does have the advanced rocket pods there, which will make it better for the Rocket Angels. Come on out. I can't click on anything. Why can't I not click on anything? Okay, there it goes. Come on, get out of there. For some reason I couldn't click on anything for a moment. Rock Angel still patrolling around. We got the Shogun battleships still being escorted around. One elite, one full heroic. Rock Angels gain some good reconnaissance on in. Rock Angels could go down. Right now, he can't be losing any. Can't be losing that barracks or dojo. And he's making his way over there. He does have a good number of tank buses here, so if he does do mass transform, he's going to lose large numbers. He does get some kills on the Yari mini subs, but if he does transform, he's going to find a lot of tank busters in this region. 2, 3 inside the garrison each. There's a Rocket Angel there. They could do Process Whip. Does take out a couple of those Rocket Angels there. Now he's going to be trying to engage. Oh, there's a Eureka Mega inside the garrison. We got Final Squadron being called in over there. Red Cell's the MTV, so you can call in some protocols. Call some fires there. And the Instant Dojo's still up and going. Eureka Mega does get some kills there. Trying to pick this one off. Does get some damage there. Does not have to repair up the dojo. The dojo does go down. Now Eureka Mega is fully heroic, so she still poses a massive threat. Sea-Wing's now going to get a good volley on these forces. Taking out one, as well as some point defense drones. Fine sees Rocket Angels there receive a lot of damage. Sea-Wing's trying to get some anti-aircraft damage off, but their response is slow. Takes out some of these jet tangus. And Eureka Mega is still maybe one of these garrisons. There she is, way up here, actually. He does not have engineer on the field, so he can't repair out the bridge. He has some infrastructure still up here. He still has some ore refineries. He has not queued up ore collectors when he really should have a long time ago. I was going for... He would have gotten mass ore collector. It would have been a naval invasion force. There's also still some tsunami tanks here, which I think with that force flying over them, he realized like, oh, got some tsunami tanks. A mix of ore collectors and tsunami tanks could be very lethal to this force. So you still have a lack of anti-aircraft for the Striker VXs, but right now Res is simply down to this construction yard and power plants. Don't see any ore collectors being pulled on the field. Not sure what that was. Got a formation move, advancing on forward. Tsunami tanks in Yuriko's advancing on forward. Yuriko has to be very careful around those Mecha Tengus or Jet Tengus. I have tempted to fast forward because right now it's just a big standoff. Now we got ore collector being deployed on out. He has a couple of these Rocket Angels here. The Rocket Angels may want to use a Paralysis Whip instead. I think that would be a bit more effective than trying to use their missile pods. Yep, you may want to get some sleep. It's always a good idea to get some sleep. You can always watch the live stream later. Or all the videos are released. I'm having to fast forward. Let's just fast forward a little bit. You have a final squadron being put on a field onto this ore refinery. I think it does spot the deploying out ore collectors, especially that one now. Need some good damage there. Sonic does go down there. We've got a couple of heroic Striker VXs. Got a big wave of ore collectors. He still has 2 tsunami tanks. He's maintaining good production of ore collectors. Empire's MCV does redeploy in the center of the X whenever X marks a spot. Not this X. That one's already pretty blotchy. This one's nice and crisp. Let's just... Striker VX find another engagement over here. This will destroy half his production there. Got a C-Wing push way forward. Or backwards, one of the two. Starting to hit some of this other infrastructure. He does not have any anti-aircraft that's the area, and taking out the power plants will reduce the max power. He sells off the mainframe core because, guess what? He needs to maintain power to get increased ore collectors. Yuriko and Mega could deploy out over there. C-Wing Rocket Angels, they can engage these Chopper VXs. They can use Paralysis Whip to make sure they stay locked down. Rocket Angels push right forward, does find the power generators there. They could transform, does transform there. No paralysis, does use the Paralysis Whip there. Might as well just keep that one in Paralysis Whip, honestly. And that would probably be a bit more effective. Thank you. If you want more Red Alert 3 content, there is a big playlist of them. I think there's around 200 videos. Right now, at least. And here comes got Let's see. How many Mecha Tengus does it take on Ore Collectors? And how many Ore Collectors can take on Mecha Tengus? I think there's enough Ore Collectors. He has some Tsunami Tanks here to support, as well as Eureka Omega. He could also bring in a Sky... He could turn the Sea Wings to Sky Wings, bring them in as well. That's probably a good idea. That may force the Chopper VXs onto the ground and keep them on the ground while the other forces engage. Eureka Omega trying to find a pick there. Maybe he'll grab one of those Air Forces. And here comes the Ore Collectors. Two Tsunami Tanks in tow. Not getting the Sky Wings to support. Transform on top of the Eureka Omega. Eureka Omega does avoid a lot of fire there. Does get some good damage there on the MCV, going straight for the infrastructure. Power generator is still up and going. MCV is almost down. Takes on MCV, now just power generator that remains, and that is the end of the replay. This sounded great, saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay.